Research shows that children of incarcerated parents tend to have below average literacy rates. What's being offered inside of a Michigan jail is not only ratcheting up those reading rates, it is also helping families to reconnect and mend broken relationships when the inmates are freed. 13 on your side's Brent Ashcraft goes behind bars in this installment of Our Michigan Life. Brent.
A book, a voice recorder, and a deep desire to atone. Amazing outcomes can unfold for families dealing with incarceration when those three elements intersect. A woman who has spent 40 years in education is pioneering a program that's helping those in lockup link up with the ones they hurt by the choice they made.
He was scribbling doodles.
It's not uncommon for these two
I gave her a gift
to do this.
Reading is something I like to do with him.
Theory Reynolds,
Kelly is simple,
and his daughter Faith
I shouted.
have bonded over books since the beginning.
Every moment that I get to experience with her is good, especially when it's got something to do with her developing educationally.
It would be a shame if this bond
What's this one say?
broke.
Embroidered.
It did.
It was pretty sad and upsetting that he has to go somewhere where I can't see him.
A wrong choice changed everything,
I put myself in a bad situation,
leaving them wondering if their connection was fractured
snatched away from my daughter.
forever. December 8th, 2017.
I wouldn't stop when the police had got behind me.
A high-speed chase
I didn't have a license to be driving.
ended with an arrest,
Fleeing in a loon, 3rd degree.
a conviction,
I was sentenced to a year.
then incarceration.
012068, that's my inmate number.
Explaining it to Faith wasn't easy.
She say, "Dad, you in there again?"
They'd stay in touch,
Like twice a week.
but it wasn't the same.
I know it affect her a lot.
When a mom or a dad is incarcerated, the whole family is incarcerated.
The trauma of separation can be damaging for children.
They wonder, does my mom or dad still remember me?
They don't always understand the circumstances or the choices that their parents have made.
It can impact health, educational achievement.
You cannot reach your full potential by not being able to read.
Some inmates are impacted too.
Do my children still love me?
The Children's Literacy Network got involved.
To help break that cycle,
They use books
we show up with the cart.
combined with the power of the human voice
I'll record right then and there.
to keep families connected while incarcerated.
Phone calls and occasional visits are nice, but this is something that the children can have with them and play anytime that they need to hear their parents' voice for reassurance.
Thank you.
Bonnie Schramm is a regular visitor.
We are very committed to being here every week.
Prisoners pick a book,
We have baby books all the way up to novels.
then read it like they mean it.
I have had inmates start to read and their voice starts to crack or they'll break down.
A specific prisoner wanted to participate.
Doing what I do today is going to help keep a big connection.
It's a chance to read with Faith again,
She's going to love this.
in spite of the circumstances.
It'll let her know that I'm trying, no matter where I'm at. I think I'm going to go with the bestseller.
Think that'll resonate with Faith?
Yes, ma'am.
Take a deep breath. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Faye. This is Dad, and I want to read you a story.
As Theory read,
And she wanted to curl up tighter and sleep like a bear.
he'd speak directly to Faith,
Kind of like how you want to do when we trying to wake you up for school.
as if she were right there with him.
She would make him proud, just like you make me proud, Faye.
The chapter
He was not invited to join.
ended.
I love you, Faye, and I just want to know that you mean the world to me, and I hope you enjoy this book. You'll make me proud to continue reading. Bye.
Good job.
Bonnie put the sound on a disc,
I wish I'd be there to see it.
then delivered it to Faith and her mother.
He need to play his part in her life.
Hi, Faye. This is Dad.
Father and daughter,
That someone else had awakened.
together again.
Thank you, my flower.
He's not home,
And she wanted to curl up tighter,
but his voice is
just like you make me proud, Faye.
helping reconnect reconcile
as if it were waving hello to me.
through reading.
It's good to hear him like this because we're reading together just like we would usually do if he was here.
On December 18th, 2018,
A whole year of out of her life. So.
Theory re-entered society. This time, he won't take his freedom for granted.
She stopped my soundtrack. Don't do the
Missing moments like these,
sympathy.
no longer an option.
You got it. And it was a feeling that I thought about having since the first day that I got in trouble.
Right.
This family's reunification has a chance
The teacher sent me to the principal's office.
because the system
To help restore people better than what they were when we received them, when we release them.
with help from Bonnie and her books,
The power of that is immeasurable.
Right there, 8 grams.
rebuilt their broken bond.
For families in at-risk populations, there gets to be that cycle of not being able to read, not feeling confident about yourself, and making poor choices. I think literacy is one of the keys to unlock that.
It's all right.
Currently, there are only 4 prisons or jails in the state of Michigan implementing the Staying in Closer Touch program: Leelanau County Jail, Washtenaw County Jail, Women's Huron Valley Correctional Facility, and the Milan Federal Detention Center. Bonnie Schramm is hoping that by seeing this story, more jails and prisons decide to offer the program to their inmates. And if you know of a story that should be featured on Our Michigan Life, send a detailed email to life@13onyourside.com. We will certainly follow up. Also, be sure to check out all of our Michigan Life stories. You can do that by visiting the website ourmichiganlife.com.
You know, amazing story, Brent. One of the things that occurs to me as I was watching it, the woman said restore people. And I've done a lot of stories on crime and recidivism. What do you think, I mean, this does for people when they get out of prison? They recommit crimes because they don't have anyone. They're alone. This is making sure they've got a family that they can still live for, stay out of jail.
Well, this is putting the voice of the incarcerated individual back in that home, and it brings an element of normalcy to that home for that amount of time that that individual is incarcerated.
Yep.
And I think that helps, and it certainly helped that family.
Fantastic, Brent. Thank you very, very much.